determined by who gets the first coalescence, and if you lose your Moira, you're in huge trouble.
They split around the choke point right there, and looked like Twilight just a little bit too far forward and caught out, and they are not going to get a chance to take the point because the Titans will re-engage.
They're going back in again, but Teasy's really low. Watch that health. He's getting a little bit of healing now, and it's going to be Liberal and Hoxall both falling simultaneously here as the teams make it a Doomfist-less 5v5. Mono, though, finally taken out by Teasy. That aggression coming through like we talked about. Vancouver Titans still having to dodge around this coalescence. We talked about Jonak getting his faster, but now that they didn't really lose anyone from that, the Vancouver Titans are going to come back with Twilights in just a moment. Maybe it'll be enough to take this point.
Yeah, they've been forced back, though, and now the later coalescence comes in from the side of the Titans. Twilight died first, so it took longer to charge.
That's it, and they are shoving XL back. Both Reapers fall now, and here comes the sound bear for Animo. Slime is going to have his right at the moment, uses it immediately upon getting it. There's Janu with the Gravitic Flux, takes out Mono, and after this incredibly long
side of the Vancouver Titans coming back because they realized they had enough time just to get presence on the point before Twilight could return. NYXL may have wanted to push that a little bit harder. Remember, when you lose your Moira first, you're out a lot of healing, and NYXL, they did not punish that enough.
I agree. I'm really surprised that they didn't take that opportunity and go for the big 6v5 push, but played it safe and a little bit too safe maybe. Here we go, another coalescence coming in from Jonak now, trying to get a lot of damage through the shields onto the back lines. That all does pierce that, so it does help a little bit with that. And now the engage. Here comes the Doomfist. Hoxall going in, displacing members of the New York Excelsior, leading into that three-man meteor strike. Massacre indeed. Vancouver Titans crush that team fight. Now, here's the part where we mention Hoxall's name in Korean means massacre.
It does.
And that's why. That's why, ladies and gentlemen.
Just living up to his namesake right there. Titans use a lot of ultimates on that engage. You can see XL, though, maintaining that coalescence advantage, meaning that they are getting just a few more of those Moira ultimates per fight. Because of Twilight's early deaths, they're going to come in again.
Oh, Janu extremely low. Can the Titans keep him alive? Libero, though, no. The Titans turn it around and get a kill of their own. Gravitic Flux comes in for Meko, but didn't really get anything out of that one. Now the Titans can re-engage, half health on their tanks, but they're okay. Somansu comes in. Save will be trying to flip this fight, but only gets one. Only a kill onto Teasy. Maybe with the support ultimates used, they can turn it around onto the Titans. New York still has some meat in the fight, but no, now that Slime pops his ult, that's going to be all she wrote, man. New York is again to push back, and that was really the last fight. They had a chance at winning. It's going to be all cleanup now for the Titans. If they can just kill these few more members of the Excelsior, they can secure round one here, and it's looking elementary. Jonak zoned out by that meteor strike, and a turn right around for the kill on Save will be Teasy, picking up 2 at the end there, and that should be about it for round one. The Titans coming out in the lead.
The Titans dominant 100-0, even though there were some teamfight wins in there from the NYXL. Titans so good at playing around the objective, getting back to the point in time, that they don't actually give up any control of that point whatsoever.
Yeah, you know, I feel like there were teamfight wins, but they were just not full teamfight wins. They were like little teamfight victories, but they lost the teamfight war. You know what I mean?
I think NYXL really missed out. They had to push that advantage that they got at the very start harder.
Couldn't agree more.
Yeah, there's just not enough healing when your Moira dies early. An easy win, but they weren't willing to play aggressively. Probably XL thought that they were going to be able to flip the point or capture it before Twilight got back. But that wasn't the case.
That's right. Same compositions again. The Symmetra's just boosting the team out with the TP. Teleport around.
Yep, and they are just going to use the Shadow Step on the Reaper, so it's going to be both teams using the Symmetra this time.
Yeah, early aggression coming in. Mono really low. They got to keep the tanks alive. Meanwhile, the rock comes in onto Janu. He gets taken down to nearly no health. Luckily, he's got the kinetic grasp to get himself a bit more shields that keeps him alive. And now Mono down. Hoxall comes in for the assassination. And already, NYXL pushed back. And they're on the retreat. Whoa, Hoxall! Rocket punch to get himself back to safety, but that's it. No safety for the New York Excelsior, meanwhile. And it is going to be the Titans taking the point first.
I mean, Mono got chunked out very early on because Hoxall's just running into them. The Titans aren't giving them a lot of space in order to react. You'll notice the way the Titans are playing is just running at that front line right now and opening up space for Hoxall to make some plays. So with Mono very low at the start of the engagement, they have to pull back. They no longer have that Orisa to hide behind, and Hoxall's able to re-engage once his cooldowns are back up and pick off the main tank of the XL.
Both teams going to be counting on the support ultimates in this next fight. Animo and Jonak a little bit farther along, Slime lagging behind, and his sound barrier that might make a difference. We'll see if it does. As the fight begins, Twilight using his Coalescence to keep New York bottled up. There is a Gravitic Flux used by Janu. No kills out of that one. Excelsior returns their favor with their own Moira ultimate. Both Doomfists picking up kills here, but there goes Mono. The crucial main tank down Sominsu. The aggression working out.
Titans are playing this so much better, Doa.
Oh, yeah.
When we look at what's going on right now, so you see they're going to make a trade, and the trade is Vancouver Titans lose their Doomfist, but they keep their Reaper. Now, NYXL going to lose that Reaper very early on. And Titans, when they have that advantage, so if they just wait at the point, they're basically opening up an opportunity for the enemy Doomfist to get picks. So they have to play aggressively with the sustained damage, and they just charge right in. They don't even give Libero a chance to hit another Rocket Punch. Summon-Su, do they check their quarters?
Doomfist, he's just going in! Booped away, but a lot of damage was done there. Can the Vancouver Titans follow up? Maybe, I don't know, supercharger used, but there goes Mono. Hoxall finally gets a killing blow, and New York was not prepared for that Doomfist around the corner. Here comes a Meteor Strike. Which way is it gonna go? Who's he gonna choose? Gonna land right on Meko, gets stunned by the rock. Has to try to get out of there. A little bit of shields, but not enough to, oh, he does, no, he doesn't get away. Meko comes in for the killing blow anyway. Janu and TZ respond, though. The aggression from the tanks on the Titan side of things certainly carrying through, and they're over 90% right now. If New York does not win a fight right now, and they may, off the back of Libero, New York's going to lose this point, but no, they're switching around. Doomfist got in the back lines.
That's right, Doa. And the difference there is Vancouver Titans were trying to control that choke point, but their supports were pretty far back. Libero realized that if he flanked around to the backside of the point, he was going to have a really good angle on some of those supports. So watch, he's going to come all the way back around during that Gravitic Flux, and he says, all right, let's make some plays back here. Gets TZ first. There's the Moira and the Lucio as well. He's going to pick up the support kills. So this is the kind of play that can punish the Titans. If they get spread out like that and go too aggressive in these chokes, you got to make the flank plays. Libero reacts and he gets the limbs.
Yeah, traditionally Libero's been one of those players in Overwatch that's been able to pick up a lot of different heroes really quickly, and usually playing the heroes that are less played initially. Coming up big with some extra Doomfist experience. Sabe will be killing the Sominsu as we start things off. Twilight, ultimate onto his. Let's see if Libero can get anything out of this. Meteor Strike doesn't matter. He gets Hoxall, but the fight already won by New York. Now the question is, can Vancouver bring it back?
4 ults used by the NYXL there. Sabilby and Animo, the only ones not to use theirs, and they're not very close either. Not sure you needed that Meteor Strike to finish up on the Flux. Titans, though, they can just play an eco push right here, see if they can get a team fight, and then come back right before we hit 99-99.
I mean, they may just be able to poke a little bit and pick up some ultimates as well.
They can. It's not looking great for the XL.
Now they're getting aggressive. Sable will be in the back lines. They got to worry about that a little bit. He's going to have to Wraithform back to his team.
They don't have any cover though, Doa. If he gets the Death Blossom, there's nothing to protect him during the animation.
That's the scary part, right? Sabi will be close to his own Death Blossom. Slime uses the sound barrier early, and now Sabi will be coming on the back lines, wants to get that ultimate. Susie kills that supercharger. Couple more kills, nearly gets pooped off the edge, and Libero gets a kill onto Twilight. The distraction from Sableby, that's enough. Goes and uses his ultimate anyway. No one really around for the Titans. That was puzzling. And now Hoxall coming back with the 2K, so maybe the Titans can actually turn this around, make a 3, and Meko's off the edge, and the Titans, they flip the point, and despite the heroics from Libero, it looks like New York's going to be giving this one up again, and this may be a 2-0 for the Titans.
It is going to be a 2-0 for the Titans, so they just got to finish off Sabilby, who's in that Wraith form. He's going to fall, and that should be about it. Unless they can get that Doomfist onto the point, they cannot.
And the Titans
take a commanding early lead. That was, aside from a few fights, pretty dominant by Vancouver.
Totally agreed. It was really clean execution for the Titans, who are just playing this hyper-aggressive style of the choke points. And NYXL, they are not adapting to this right now. They need to fall back, give a little room. And also, just a misplay at the end there. When you have that sound barrier and the Death Blossom, it has to be effective, and it wasn't.
That's the thing, New York, with some things to clean up. While we're on break, we'll see if they can do just that in Map 2 when we return.
The Overwatch League is powered by Intel. Game, record, stream without compromise on